A very good morning, all of you. Welcome again in 8th standard GK class. Yes, याद आ गया कुछ अपना स्कूल है ना. Yes, it is the building of our school, Truth Mission. Is it? So, I hope you all are fine, enjoying at home, and also study at home. Everybody complete their yesterday homework. That is my hope. And rest of all, you know that what are you doing. So guys, it is good that if you have doubt, you are asking in comment section, you know, and who already downloaded or installed Schoolia app. That is very good, guys. And you are getting in two different places your video class. One is in Swadhyan and the second one is in Schoolia app. So if you are unable to see the video, so you can ask me in comment box, ma'am video is not working or ma'am video is not running. But if you have both the faculty, you know, you have both the facility, Swadhyan and Schoolia, so you can watch anywhere, no? And if you don't get your ID password of Schoolia app, so you can ask Janshi ma'am or sir. Like yesterday, Atul was asking, no? And good that you all are doing your all efforts. Very good, guys. I wish you all will safe, study well, you know. So our today's topic is know the President of India. Yes, chapter 15. Know the presidents of India. From starting to till now, how many presidents are there in India and what is their working time period and some more about these presidents. So let's start. Number 1, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, and his working time period is 1950 to 1962. Dr. Rajendra Prasad, India's first president, was the recipient of Bharat Ratna, India's highest civilian honor. His memorial, Rajendra Smriti Sangrahalaya, is located in Patna. And where is Patna? Bihar. And Patna is also the capital of Bihar. The next president of India, or the second president of India, was Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan, and the working period of time is 1962 to 1967. Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan's birthday is celebrated as a Teacher's Day. And when do we celebrate Teacher's Day? Yes, 5th September. In 1921, after his farewell ceremony, he was taken to the Mysore railway station in a decorated cart by the students of Maharaja College, Mysore. And from that day, the Teacher's Day was celebrated every year. The third president of India was Dr. Zakir Hussain, and his time of working as a president is 1967 to 1969, mean only 2 years. He is one of the most prominent educational thinkers, propagated value-based education. He prevented teachers and students from getting involved in the movement for partition of India when he was the Vice Chancellor of Aligarh Muslim University. It means our every president do something for our India. I'm not saying that they are doing only one special thing. That is a very proud that they was our sorry they were our prime presidents, you know. But in their time period they are doing something special and थोड़ा लीक से हटके. The next one is Varagiri Venkatgiri, and his working time as a president was 1969 to 1974. Venkatgiri led the trade union movement of India. He was due to his efforts that the labor force could demand and acquire that rights to improve their living condition. He also included them in the national struggle for independence. To honor his contribution to the labor movement in India, the National Labour Institute is now renamed as V.V. Giri National Labour Institute. And the next president of India was Farukhuddin Ali Ahmed, and his working time period as a president was 1974 to 1977. He actively participated in the Indian freedom movement. In 1942, he was arrested during the Quit India movement and sentenced to 3.5 years imprisonment. In his honor, a medical college was named Farukhuddin Ali Ahmed Medical College, and this medical college is in Barpeta, Assam. The next president of India was Dr. Neelam Sanjeev Reddy, and he was the president of Bharat from 1977 to 1982. He gave up his studies and took part in the Indian independence struggle. He was highly inspired and influenced by the views, ideas, actions, and words of Mahatma Gandhi. After meeting him in July 1929 at Anantapur, Andhra Pradesh. Our next great president of India was Gyani Jail Singh, and he was worked as a president of India from 1982 to 1987. Gyani Jail Singh acquired a fairly wide knowledge of the Sikh doctrine and its history. Because of this, without fulfilling the minimum qualification of matriculation, he was given admission to Shaheed Sikh Missionary College, Amritsar. Our next president of India was Ramaswamy Venkatraman, and he worked from 1987 to 1992 as a president of India. Venkatraman participated in the Quit India movement in 1942 during the Indian independence movement. I hope that you will not forget the year of Quit India movement, because in this chapter many times this is used. As defense minister in the 1980s, he shifted APJ Abdul Kalam from space program to the missile program to start the integrated guided missile development program. The next president of India was Shankar Dayal Sharma, and he worked as a president from 1992 to 1997. Shankar Dayal Sharma, an active member of the Indian National Congress, started a movement against the Nawab of Bhopal, who expressed his desire to retain the princely state. Shankar Dayal Sharma was arrested in 1948 and jailed for violating, violating restrictions on public meetings imposed by the Nawab. He was later released under public pressure, and the Nawab was forced to sign the agreement for merger with the Indian Union. And when 30th April 1949, agreement for merger the Indian Union. And when it was 30th April 1949. Guys, many dates are there in this chapter. So I hope when you study this chapter few times or 3-4 times, you will learn all these dates. Means no need to learn in 3-4 times of studying. It will already settle or fixed in your store box. Our next president was Kocharial Raman Narayanan, K.R. Narayanan, and he was worked as a president of India from 1997 to 2002. He is also known as the working president. At the special midnight session of Parliament on 14th August 1998, while addressing the nation, he stated that the establishment of a democratic system of government and politics is the greatest achievement of India. This was during the Golden Jubilee of Independence. You know now what does mean by Golden Jubilee? Silver Jubilee means 50 years and Golden Jubilee means 100 years. So, the next president of India was Missile Man of India, and he was the very close to all Indians, or the ideal president or ideal man for everyone, you know. And the full name of him is Dr. Abul Pakir Jainul-Abdin Abdul Kalam, and he worked as a president of India from 2002 to 2007. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the people's president, is known as the Missile Man of India because he was also as a scientist. Due to his successful work with ballistic missiles, he was a successful project director for satellite launch vehicles at ISRO. And what is the full form of ISRO? Indian Space Research Organization. Very good. Yeah, I am not speaking the full form. I am repeating what you are saying. है ना? When India launched into the Earth's orbit, and which satellite? The Rohini satellites. So, the next president and the only woman president of India was Pratibha Devi Singh Patil, and he worked as a president of India from 2002 to 2007 to 2012. Pratibha Patil, the first and only woman president of India, till date took interest in social issues such as improving the conditions faced by Indian women. She get up Shram Sadhana Trust in New Delhi, Mumbai, and Pune that runs hostels for working women. And the next president of India was Pranab Mukherjee. Pranab Mukherjee, his working time as a president of India was 2012 to 2017. He used to walk about 5 kilometers through puddle fields to reach his school in a backward area. He told this while interacting with the teachers and students at the Sarvodaya Vidyalaya inside the President's Estate, Delhi. The next or the current President of India is Mr. Ramnath Kovind, and he started his servicing as a President of India from 2017, and till now he is serving. Ramnath Kovind emphasized the development of the basic infrastructure of education in rural areas for true development of the country. He represented India in the United Nations and addressed the United Nations General Assembly in 2002. He noted his ancestral house, ancestor mean na, Purvaj, to the villagers of his native village. And his native village is, who will tell? Yes, Farooq village, and it is located in Kanpur Dehat, Uttar Pradesh. So, I hope this chapter will help you to learning all our presidents of India and their time period, what they do for our India. So, study again, and your today's homework is complete exercise of chapter 15 good handwriting with correct spellings. So, thank you, have a nice day, and we'll meet you tomorrow. Bye.